our Georgian points firefighter to 12 points go to. Welcome to the show. This is Mehmet, and here I talk Eurovision. To be honest, I don't like have a bad hair day, but this is a very much weird hair day. So don't mind my look. I should really stop doing videos, making videos at night when I'm too tired and want to die. But let's see what we will be talking about today. Today we are talking about the overrated things in Eurovision 2025. I'm really excited to talk about these. By the way, when it comes to overrated things that I will be talking about in this video, it's not about just the results. Like, it's not about just the songs that got higher but they didn't deserve. It's also the topics that were actually talked a lot, but it should not be, talked about that much actually. Like, there were some things that we should focus on, but this year, I don't know, like in some topics we focused on or we got into the discussions more rather than we should not just let it go. And there are some things that are overrated in Eurovision community right now that we focus on much more, but we should just leave it and they just stay there and stuff. So there will be topics like this, like we should talk about less because they're too overrated. We should just leave them off. So it's not just about the placement of the result, it's about some topics that we should less discuss also, because it's just nonsense to talk about or have these kind of things as important in Eurovision community right now. You will understand in the video when I mention it. So if you like my content, if you like talk about Eurovision, please subscribe and like this video. I will try to come up with I have a list of things that I will try to make contents for you guys. So this year will be like, this channel will be highly about Eurovision. So if you're interested in Eurovision, if you want to see more contents, please subscribe and like this video. Leave your comments below so that we can discuss, and like you can also express the things that you find overrated in Eurovision as well. So let's start the video. Starting off with the results, actually, things that I find overrated. There are not like, there are many things, but I also discussed in the last video. Like, when it comes to overrated, I can say that Estonia was quite overrated, or Israel's result is a little bit, controversial thing to have as a song. But one thing that I want to talk about is Cyprus, actually, and Cyprus underperforming based on some of the fans or some of the odds. People were really talking about it, and people were really excited about Cyprus being safe qualifier in a way because of the staging and stuff, because people think that the vocals were improved and they were really nice. But when it comes to the song, it was so certain that Cyprus would not qualify, because it's not just about the staging, it's not about just creating new things. When it comes to the staging as well, it's nothing new. It's nothing so fascinating. There are just platforms that they climb, they move, and that's it. What's that so much interesting about that? I don't know. But the song is the one that actually makes me really, like, made me actually sure that they would not qualify, because I don't like the song at all. I'm really, really sorry. What I don't like about it is the production and the lyrics as well. I believe like they somehow actually did them individually, probably lyrics and the production. So when they become together, they realize that, okay, the song is actually not like following up with the tune, the lyrics are not following up, so we need to sing the chorus in the ground, in the sky, in the afterlife, like this fast. This, like, I don't know, like kind of sounds like to me out of tune, that we need to actually make them match so that we should sing it like that. But that's not how it works. I don't know, the song itself is irritating me, like the verses, the lyrics, how it starts, like, I don't know, the song is so irritating to me. That was my dead last in Eurovision 2025, actually. Cyprus was my dead last. Sorry. So those of you who expected it to qualify because of the staging, because of the vocals, I'm glad that it didn't work, and it would never work actually. So it was a bit overrated to, see Cyprus as a qualifier, or like potentially get into the final, maybe get some results and stuff. No, they would not do that. Next thing that is overrated, you will get to, understand the point that I was making in the first minutes of this video. And the next thing is overrated is the odds. Actually, betting odds is now quite overrated. I think we should get over it. The odds this year were highly wrong in every aspect. The winner of the Eurovision Song Contest is not the odds favorite once again, just as last year. Croatia was one of the favorites, not the, like by mile the favorite of to win Eurovision 2024. They didn't win. Sweden was also ahead of the odds by winning the Eurovision, but they didn't win. And some of the national finals as well finished really wrong with the odds. Like the favorites did not win, the other songs did, such as like Melodifestivalen, that comes to my mind right now, that Måns Zelmerlöw was up there in the odds from the start, but Kai actually won. It was something that maybe the betting odds, odd makers would not see, but they were wrong in the end. So I think from now on, from this moment, we should not take odds that seriously. Odds do not mean too much things in Eurovision because the aspects and perspective change. So when it comes to the betting odds, I don't think it's now reasonable to show the odds to, prove some results or prove your points or your predictions that you get to be right, because the odds are not right. Yes, people are paying this, like paying for these countries to get these results, but I'm sorry for all of you guys losing your money on betting Sweden winning, but yeah, it's not. It's the odds are not relevant enough for this competition anymore. I think from the next years, starting from next year's, we will not get into the odd situation that much. We shouldn't, to be honest. Okay, another thing is Spain. Spain is generally overrated, I can say, but this year's their try was something that is actually really like hyped around with the Spanish fans as well, but with the audience, not audience, but with the OGAE as well. But I can see because the song is really appealing to some, how do I say it right? Let's just say much older gay people. Let's just say, but not to offend anybody. It's totally okay. But it's clear that this song could be their favorite because it's a little bit dated, and this song we've heard in Eurovision before. So it was a bit praised that Spain would actually. Some people thought that Spain would be in top 10. Girl, it was obvious that they would be down there. So I don't know what was the hype around it. The artist, the melody actually got the hype as well. I think her attitude was really queen. Like it's a diva attitude. I think everyone should have that. But I don't know. Like Melody gave me a vibe that she thought actually she would be really high up there. She would be top 5 maybe. She had that confidence, and I think it's a good thing. But seeing that was a little bit, like no, you will not do great things. But Spain is trying new things. I will talk about Spain's situation and different countries' situation as well, to how to save the Eurovision in the next videos. But I hope they get better. I hope they get their spirit of slow-mo once again, and nail this contest much more in the next year, because I love Spain in general and they should do better. This year's song was good, but not enough to get great success. Okay, one thing that is also overrated to talk about, like I don't think it should be that much like a debate, I can say, is that rehearsal process. This year's actually EBU decided to have the first rehearsals fully closed, just as last year, but they also did not release any video, any TikToks from the rehearsals. They just released 3 pictures, and there were no press watching the first rehearsals, and press only got to join in the like the dress rehearsals in the Eurovision week. They were not in the second rehearsals as well. So until the Eurovision week, we didn't have any press comments on how the staging looks like in the countries, how the camera angles are like, and how the production is going on behind the scenes. So we didn't hear it at all. We only see 3 pictures in the first rehearsal and a 30-second video clip of the rehearsal in the second rehearsals. So they were close to the press. By the way, in this topic, I do not talk about EBU's decision to remove semifinals press conferences, because it doesn't actually make sense. Like, it's just rehearsals that I'm talking about. I do think EBU made a difficult and also not right decision, wrong decision, I can say, to remove the semifinal press conferences, but it's another topic. For rehearsal process, I think the fans are really like they we want to see contents. Yes, we love to see contents when the Eurovision week starts, when the rehearsal starts. We love to see it, and we enjoy it as well. Like in 2017, 2018, I remember the first times actually press watching Eleni's performance in the live streams, and they were all going crazy, and that was the reason actually Cyprus got higher in the odds. But when you check the thing, when you see how the press actually reacts, or how the press actually, kind of make comments on rehearsals based on rehearsals, sometimes it gets brutal. So I think EBU kind of made the right decision to not have press in the rehearsals, because it's a rehearsal for a reason. In the rehearsals, you don't expect to see the thing that you will see on the grand final, because the first rehearsals are the first time that the artist actually got on the stage and make all the stagings all over once on the stage with the camera angles and stuff. So there should be a lot of things going wrong. So when the press, actually Eurovision fans, comments and criticize it based on that, I don't think it makes a good look on the countries, and also with the artists as well, because they are there to rehearse things, do things wrong so that they could be right. The grand final performance of the artist actually are like their 15th time being on that stage. So of course there should be a huge difference between the first time and the last time they got on that stage. And making criticism based on the first rehearsals and maybe even the second rehearsals, I don't think it was the right thing to do as well. I don't think we should actually criticize the performance and stagings and vocals based on the rehearsal, because they're just rehearsal, they're not live, they will not be taken into consideration for the results, so they can do whatever they want. So I think we should let the artist go with the rehearsals however they want. When it comes to the whole show rehearsals, whole show live performances, jury performances, or the actual show, of course we can criticize, but with the rehearsals, I think they should be free to do whatever they want. So, rehearsals being closed doors, I think it's a good decision. I think we should keep it that way, and make sure that artists actually can do whatever they want, like without getting any criticism behind the curtains. Did you realize that the top three of the Eurovision Song Contest was actually the first half, even performed before the 10th song in the final? Yes, I know some of the results were corrupt, but on paper, yes, they were all first off. They all performed before the 10th song. So running order curse is dying. I don't think we do have the running order curse anymore, and I will talk about some of the examples. Just I gave you top three is Austria performed ninth, Israel performed fourth, and Estonia performed third. And also during the semifinals, the opening songs were get to qualify, such as like Iceland, and the second placements just seen as like a curse positions as like second place in the running order. Poland actually qualified. This did not happen in the second semifinal, but my point is, wherever you perform, yes, it affects, but some countries actually have type of televote potential that they actually get no matter where they are in the running order. And it also mostly depends on the song itself. If it was only running order, Cyprus would qualify, right? They got 11th with some kind of support of running order, maybe, but they didn't qualify. That doesn't make them qualify. Rather than that, Poland got to qualify from the second place in the running order. So in the final as well, like Albania was 26th, but they got what they deserved in the televote, nothing more. Or with the juries, they didn't get to rewarded enough. That's not because of running order, it's something else, but running order did not help it. Or Sweden was third in the televoting, did not even get 200 points. They performed 23rd, which is like a highly popular placement to the winners, right? Like 21, 22, 23 is like the placement of winners would get. So these songs didn't make it to the top three even. Like the top three was in the first half. So when it comes to the running order, I don't think we should put too much meaning to it. It's up to the songs. If the song and performance is lit enough, wherever they perform, they can actually do well. But the mathematic with the running order is that the producers actually do it. So when the producers do it, of course, they would not put Austria, a song that is like a favorite to win Eurovision first or second. Maybe because of the delegations, actually, because they're favored to win, and if you put them first or second, it's obvious that you are trying to do something with them, maybe. But I think even if it was second, Austria would still win. I don't know. This is just my hot take on that. Even if it was second in the running order, Austria would still win. At least I hope it would. But yeah, I think from now on we shouldn't put too much meaning on running order and how it's like decided or what they do, and based on the running order like people are failing and stuff. No, they are not. Like if Estonia got second in the televoting with 253, I believe the points was. Yeah, with the third in the performing running order, yes, everybody can actually do anything based on that. One last thing about the overrated thing is the televote. I'm highly thinking maybe we should remove it because what in the hell? Isn't it weird that the main public actually see Eurovision as political, but when it comes to the reason why Eurovision gets political is basically what the public is voting on? So make it make sense. Like if you don't want Eurovision to get political, why are you voting based on political things? Because the jury saved us all. Thank you, the juries. The juries saved us all, and that is kind of like the case for the Eurovision. For the last 3 years, the jury's favorite wins. It's because of the fully televote semifinals, and in the final there are much televote appealing songs so televotes are getting divided. And in the first 2 years, 2023 and 2024, the favorites of the jury were high up there that anybody with the televote points could not reach them. And this year that wasn't the case because the jury points of Austria and Switzerland were like 200ish something. Some countries would actually catch them, and the second place and the first place, Austria and Israel, actually did have like a 70 or 80 points something between them. So it was a close call, but televote did not ruin it and juries saved it again. So the televote is fully overrated. Of course, I'm not saying that we should remove televote, but it is, yes, as I said, it's weird. People are claiming, people are really tired of seeing Eurovision so political, but you are making it political. Why are you voting for Israel based on sympathy? Why are you not taking the song into consideration? Yes, Eurovision would be political if the juries, if the person, like the countries select as jury and EBU approve them, make these countries winner of the jury based on sympathy and based on like the political views, but they do not, and public does. So the problem is actually public deciding to vote for what they want based on sympathy, political views, or just like their hometown as a diaspora. There will be a video to talk about the changes that should be made for Eurovision next year. And one of them would be maybe getting the juries to the semifinals. I think, yes, we should, because like we lose lots of songs that could actually be successful in the final with the jury, and we lost them in the semifinal based on that. But maybe that would make the televote get higher power than the juries, and maybe next year we could see televote winner, the winner of Eurovision, and the televote winner next year is already potentially Israel. So that would maybe make Israel to get much higher power. So I'm not really convinced on getting the juries back to the final, because I think it's good to see that televote is dividing up all that, and juries have like a much more power than the televote because of the division of the first semifinal, like semifinals fully being televote, so that we don't see scandals as winner. So maybe it's a good thing. I don't know, like there's so much thing to like discuss and maybe analyze, but the televote is overrated now. Yes, we actually love that. In 2023 everybody was like, oh, the televote winner didn't win, oh, jury winner got much more points, televote, like it's people's champion, cha cha cha, Finland deserved it. Yeah, that will be the case, but right now we do see that yes, televote do not make the right decision all the time. Actually, juries are really balancing it all. We should take a time to analyze these things more, but what I can say is televote is highly overrated. I don't think we should trust the public. We should trust the televote for selecting Eurovision winners. So for the juries, I can say that we love you. We love you. But sometimes we don't. You do make so many wrong decisions or so many wrong things in Eurovision voting as well. It doesn't mean that juries are fully perfect, so we blame public on everything. No, juries are not perfect at all. With the Eurovision system, voting system right now, almost everything is wrong. So I'm not praising the juries, but when it comes to the final result, yes, they help us to continue with this contest and save it all. So basically, these were the things that I wanted to talk about as overrated, and I don't think we should talk about it more, or I don't think we should have actually thought in that way. So what are your thoughts? What are your comments? Please tell me about it. What do you think of overrated? What things were overrated? What results or what topics are overrated to talk about or have our focus on? Or which fandom is overrated? Which songs are overrated? Please tell me more in the comments as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and follow my TikTok as well and Instagram. Like, I created a new Instagram account for this kind of way. There will be only Eurovision content, so you should follow my Instagram as well. I really wonder about your opinion, so let us talk more. I hope to see you in the next video. The next video, I can give you a hint, not a hint actually, I will directly tell you and spoil it. The next video will be the underrated things of Eurovision Song Contest 2025. So tune into that. If you want to see that video, don't forget to subscribe, as I said once again. But yeah, that was it. So thank you for watching me. I hope you enjoyed it. So see you soon and stay safe. So take care. Bye.